Hey everybody, how are you all doing? It is SHAREfactory here, and welcome to some more WWE 2K17. Now, I thought I wanted to try something new, and I thought I'd try out my career, where I can play as myself, and yeah, just see how it goes. But the aim of it, really, or the main, lesson of it is just, how I started off as a wrestler before becoming to the top era or whatever, like WWE, and starting off in like NXT and Takeover and all that. So just pretending that what happened before I become YouTube champion, work for other wrestlers, like professional wrestlers. So I'm just gonna take it from my perspective and go over like what happened. And I know it didn't really happen. I thought I'd wanted to try it out, and I might do more of it and just show what happened and just pretend that it happened, and then doing a commentary over what I did. So and then I remember hitting this move and what he said and all that. So hope you guys all enjoy, and without further ado, I will skip to the start. So goodbye. Okay, so this was my attire at the start. I didn't have the same one as I normally have, but I weighed 214 pounds. I was a light heavyweight, coming in at the height of 5'6". Pretty small, but I guess size doesn't really matter if you think about it. So yeah, this is just my attire, just some small minor details of what I really was like. But yeah, the start of great things is about to become reality. Well, I guess that doesn't really make sense, but the start of great things is about to come before you. So without further ado, let's get straight on with it, and I hope you guys all enjoy it. Okay, so I hope you guys all enjoyed that. So it all started. Me and my friends were at an NXT event. It was Finn Balor vs Sami Zayn as the main event for the NXT Championship belt. Finn Balor was nearly there at this point, and he was looking for the finishing touch to become NXT champion, and he hit the coup de grace on Sami Zayn, and we knew Finn very well, and the ref called the bell, and Sami lost his title, and Finn became NXT champion, and Finn was very good friends with us. And you'll see in a couple of seconds that he actually come where we were, and we were in the front row. And my friends, one of them, Jaden Jet, said that I should try and unlock my potential as being a wrestler. I was very intrigued by wrestling, and I was desperate to have a go. There he was, shaking our hands. And they were thinking that I should do that. And I said, well, let's go to the training camp tomorrow. So we had a good night. We got some sleep as we needed it for the next big day. So this all took place, like I said, on the next day. And this is what happened. So, the next day. So I headed up to the ring.
Bring it in. What you saw last night, it's not talent. It's hard work. Guys like Finn, Kevin, and Sammy, they ran the same ropes you're running. They did the same training that you are all about to do. There are no advantages like talent and luck. The only thing that will separate you from the pack is how hard you're willing to work for it. You do that, and one day you might find yourself with that same title you saw Finn holding. Okay, now pair up. I want to see what you got.
So, I had to verse my good old buddy Ginger and a match to see who could come out on top. So, as you'll see in a minute, most of the moves were different. I started hitting like little forearms and my finishes were different, and I didn't go at the top rope. I wasn't as much as a risk taker back then. But as you know, when you start from the bottom, you learn different moves, and practice makes perfect. And I slowly evolved.
If you want to be a WWE superstar, now's the time to show.
So I was on the attack pretty early in the match. I did take a couple of risks sometimes, but they weren't as like high flying as what I normally would do. You know what I mean? So
keep it up.
So as you'll see right now, I started doing a lot of moves, but Jaden Jet was a really good competitor and very strong, as you can see, hitting this big superplex from the apron. As you can see, I had the heart of a warrior. If I didn't have the heart of a warrior, then
don't let up
I would never be as a good wrestler as I am. But I started hitting like clotheslines after clotheslines after clotheslines. Every move I thought I was getting closer to the end. And I started getting them in like holes.
Keep it up.
And I remember just fighting my good old buddy, and we put each other at the limit.
Come on, kid.
And I was determined, if I wanted a job at WWE, then I'd have to do everything I could against them. As you can see, I ran out of energy a lot quicker. And as you'll notice right now, I didn't go up on the top rope. But the middle rope was alright for me. So as you'll see, this was my signature, and I hit it, and I thought that would put him away. I've never fought my friend in a fight. But was this going to be it, you may ask? 1, 2, and it wasn't. He kicked out just after 2. I thought I had him then. He was so resilient. It was such a hard match. So I picked him up and I looked for my finisher. And I slammed him as hard as I could into the canvas. And I realised a good wrestler's strategy to always move them away from the rope so they don't get a rope break. And was this going to be it? 2, 3, and yes, that was it. It was a pretty quick match, you may have thought. But it was still pretty ruthless. So I put him away with bromance. Both hit that bro fist, you know. Because we didn't want to hurt each other, but we both wanted a job and we were desperate to get it. So Yeah, I got a clap. Loads of emotions were running through my mind.
Pretty good for a rookie. Your wrestling is solid, but not exciting and definitely not on the level of a WWE superstar. Over the next few weeks, we'll be working on solidifying your wrestling style.
I agreed with them at that point.
If you nail that down, we'll talk about the next steps. Now go take a break.
So, I took a break. Did what he said. So, it's a pretty while after that my next task happened, and it was a pretty hard one. I had to go up against a really good competitor, Samoa Joe. Today I will be testing my skills against Samoa Joe. We want to gauge your ring aptitude and see where I can fit on the roster. So I knew this was going to be a right challenge, and I wouldn't just hit him with a signature and finisher and put him away. Oh no, that was not going to put him away. Samoa Joe is a professional NXT and now on Raw superstar. So, here I was, going up against Samoa Joe. Maybe in a tough battle, but I was ready for it. And look at the size of him. He was an absolute wrecking ball.
We want to see how you fare against a real superstar. Show us what you can do against Samoa Joe.
And he was a real superstar.
This is your first real test, and it will tell us where you stand. So take it seriously.
So, as soon as he stepped in the ring at that moment, I knew I was in for a challenge, and I realized all of my happy emotions started fading and turned into like nightmares. But I started off good.
Nice. That's what we want to see.
Well, after that I didn't. And Samoa Joe took the counterattack. And already he was starting to crush me. Threw me over his head.
You can do better than that.
And Samoa Joe was professional, and the big wrecking ball went to the top. And he was telling me to get off. And from behind he hit a battle axe to the back of my head, and that really stunned me.
Looking good.
He got me in between his legs and started firing elbows right to my head. Tried it again, but the second time didn't work, as I fought out of it, and I was looking for a counterattack, and I hit it with a big forearm.
Show me something. Make
got
it
him in a headlock and put him on the ropes. And I just tossed him onto the ropes, and I realized that that was a good move. And I thought I need to hit bigger ones. But immediately he threw me at the corner and I rolled out the way. And again I threw him in.
Don't let up now. Boom.
And watch this move, guys. I bounced off the rope and a drop kick to the outside. And the temptation was filling me whether or not to use the steps. but I just left them because I didn't want to get counted out. This was a very important match to me. But Samoa Joe just hit a drop kick on the outside, and the action just spilled. And look at this. The great strength from Samoa Joe, and he powerbombed me on the outside. It'll hurt even more than being on the inside. But I still kicked him back, and I was still fighting on.
Okay, don't let up now.
And he threw me into the steps. And I wasn't doing good so far, as you can tell. But I never give up. Look at that, just relentless. Just firing some knees in my head. But every move just seemed to fire me up.
Go get it.
As I took him down with a shoulder tackle. So I threw him into the steps, good first. And then I ran straight back into the ring. Waiting for him like a predator. Pounce on the prey, and as immediately as he come in, I hit a forearm. Now surveying the area. And I threw him into the corner, and I hit a big knee to the gut. And I hit the same move as I did on Jin Jet, and as you can see, Jin Jet was watching on. He was happy for me, even though I beat him, but I would be the same even if he beat me in our match. And like my match against Jin Jet, I started hitting minor moves, but I knew it wasn't enough. And look at that, just tossed me back in the ring.
Okay, don't let up now.
And this was the first pin I was put in. And I just kicked out after one, nearly two. Samoa Joe was a bit surprised, actually. And I got up as soon as he got down, and I was quicker. And I threw him into the corner, and a big knee came running at him. And I rolled back, and a big knee come to the face. And I stomped on his back, and I was looking for something big the first time, and I hit my signature. Landed right on his neck, and I was wasting no time in hitting my finisher.
Come on,
straight
kid.
after. And momentarily, I thought this was going to be it. I didn't know for sure. I got him in a pin, hooked the leg, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I legit thought that was 3. The referee actually touched the mat for the 3 count, but shoulder got up before. And Samoa Joe wouldn't go down without a fight. Off the ropes he went, under his feet in a big forearm. I ran to the middle rope, pretending I was in a real arena.
Do you want to be a WWE superstar?
Ready to pounce on him.
Now's the time to show it.
And I hit a blockbuster. Well, I didn't, but I was gonna. And he moved out the way. And look at that belly to back suplex. And he was on the apron, and I was surprised to actually hit this suplex.
That's what we want to see.
And as you can hear, that's what he wanted to see. Look at this, I was fired up. And I hit a big blockbuster. Didn't catch all of it, but well, most of it's better than none of it, isn't it?
Looking good.
I was on the apron. And again, he just threw me into the ring mercilessly. And he picked me up. And I blocked his right hand. And I hit a tilt-a-whirl neck breaker.
Come on, kid.
And I was telling him to bring it on. Samoa Joe was nearly out. I thought I nearly had him. So I hit another signature. I dragged him into the middle because he was near the ropes.
Okay, don't let up now.
For the win, 1, 2, and 3, that was it. Hitting 2 signatures and a finisher. And I actually put a professional wrestler down. And he put up a valiant effort, and for that he gave me a good brofish, man. So some bromance, and I was a bit surprised myself, actually.
Okay, pretty good. Still room for improvement, but a decent performance nonetheless.
And I agree with him again.
Keep
I do
doing
need
what you're
a bit
doing,
of
kid,
improvement.
and you'll be a WWE superstar.
But every time I was getting
time.
one step closer
Go ahead and take a break.
to being
You've
on the
earned
big
it.
roster. So, like you said, I earned the break. And I went to go and take it. And as you can see, he was looking at me thinking I had the full potential. What I could have got to. So, my next task was a bit different. I had to go up against one of WWE's finest talkers, which is like a promo. So they're going to let me cut my first promo today. It was just me in the ring trying to get the best score possible, and my trainer was pretending to be the crowd, and I had to get a strong reaction out of the WWE universe. So they had to give me a challenge, like always, like Samoa Joe. So in a minute you'll see what they give me. Enzo Amore. Yes, go big or go home. So it was nearly time for my first promo, and I was so excited, but I've never done it before, so I didn't know what to go up. I didn't want to pretend to try and like have a match, like just set out a match.
Okay, being a WWE superstar is not just about being a good wrestler. You have to be
This
charismatic.
is what he said.
We're going to let you do your first promo today. We'll pretend to be the crowd. If I can give you one piece of advice, every crowd in every city is different. Putting on a good promo is all about working the crowd. Keep that in mind today.
So it was nearly time, microphone in hand. So, when I came to this company, I didn't come here to be your puppet, to be anyone's puppet. I came here to change my own destiny. I couldn't care less who was in my way or what y'all say. I'm about to do just that. I can count on one hand how many times I've given an opportunity around here. 0. I'm done waiting. I'm done watching others get the chance to shine. I'm getting in the driver's seat now. I'm a competitor, and what I do best is compete. That's how to become a champion in the WWE. So, I'm letting the entire locker room know that if any superstar wants to face me, I'm right here. I made a promise to be the. I made a promise to the WWE universe to be the best damn competitor I can be, and I won't be denied the opportunity because people around here like to play favourites. I've worked too hard around here to be denied. All I'm asking for is a match, just one match. So I forgot that this wasn't the one I was versing Enzo on. So there was always the last word. I hope that locker room is ready for me because I've been overlooked and undervalued here long enough. I'm ready, willing and able to compete against the best around here. And I will not be denied my destiny. I will not be keeping from cementing my legacy among the all-time greats. Oh. So, that was the end. I felt like it went pretty smooth. Needed to improve some parts. But overall,
You're
I'd
a
say it's pretty
natural.
good.
Next week, we'll really see what you're made of. So be ready and be sure to practice up.
So, I think it was the next week where I went up against Enzo. And if you don't watch WWE today, Enzo is like the best talker in WWE. But he split up a big cast, so... But he still has the mouth to run this place. So I knew that was actually going to be a big challenge. And here it was. Today I was going to be toe-to-toe with one of the WWE's best talkers, Enzo Amore. You were going to be in a battle of wits with him to try and get the best score possible. Good luck. Yeah guys, so I'm hoping you're enjoying this episode so far.
As you can see,
I
Enzo
was
over
handed
there
the
is
microphone.
already ready to go. Today you'll be putting on a promo against him. These promos are all about outwitting your opponent and wowing the crowd. Today, I'll play the part of the crowd, so wow me, kid.
So, here we go. I was in the ring with him and we didn't really mean this to each other. So, boo! I scare you? Come on, I scared you, didn't I? I know the city's got their fair share of creeps, but ain't no one as creepy as me. Ha ha ha, and now it's time for some fun. Ooh, I like to have a bit of fun. Oh, okay. Oh man, I guess I ain't the only one out here to have fun tonight. So excuse me, make that a table for two. Change your plans, but I'm still sure as hell ready to dine right now. You don't have what it takes to make as a superstar. Tell you what though, I'm feeling rather generous, so come work for me as a cook. You can make me pancakes whenever I want, and I'll even save you some scraps. What do you say? I always give credit where credit is due. You can talk, you got a way with words, my friend. But in life there are talkers and there are doers. Now that you've shown the WWE Universe which one you are, I'm going to show you which one I am. Oh, sorry guys, I keep clicking. I just want to get my hands on you in a match and put you in your place. I don't care if it's a backstage brawl, a street fight, a cage match. Hell, let's do some chess boxing. Ah, keep clicking next. Pause, sorry. Frankly, I don't think you're at my level yet. I think you'll get there, and I'm sure someday we'll meet in the ring. That's a long, long way off. You got a lot more to accomplish before you earn the right to face me one-on-one. I'm in a fun mood today. How are you guys feeling? I could go for a little dancing, put on a show. Yeah, use a little thunder, a little lightning, show you my moves. Yeah, who wants to see a little impromptu dance-off? My mother always told me two valuable lessons. One, there's a time and a place for everything. And two, to pick and choose my battles. Now I'm willing to take you on in a match. But tonight in this city is neither the time nor the place. I value my mother too much to go against that. If you want a match with me, then I'm game. I've never been one to back down from a challenge, and I don't intend on starting today. You better make sure you're prepared for what you're asking for, because when I come for you, I'm coming full speed ahead. So, that was the end. Went pretty good. And this was when it all really
All right, kid,
started.
we've made our decision. We're going to think of a persona together and start you off on the main roster in the tag team division. It's in need of some new talent, and I think you're exactly what the division needs. Congratulations.
See that, guys? I've just been promoted to the main roster. How cool is that? So, as like always, I went to go and take my break, and we took one big step there. And now, what was next, you may ask? Well, I was heading to the main roster full speed ahead, and I was not holding back. So the days passed by, and it was a Monday Night Raw. So guys, this is when I moved up to my normal attire. It's the first time I actually went in this. And I was ready, I was determined, I was fired up after all the hard work and training I put up to. So here I am. This is just a little layout of what was happening. It was on Monday Night Raw. My tag team partner was Jaden Jet. So yeah, this is just like a little loadout. Just like some rankings of what other people are. Like for the contenders, The Miz was Intercontinental Championship. Rusev was the United States. Dash Wilde and Scott Dawson were NXT. Samoa Joe held the NXT Championship. And my match was up against Seth Rollins, who was the World Heavyweight Champion, and Roman Reigns was the #1 contender. Then it was Brock Lesnar, then it was Randy Orton, then it was Alberto Del Rio, then it was Bray Wyatt. Then John Cena, then Mark Henry, then Jack Swagger, then Dolph Ziggler, then Sheamus. And that was it. So, this was my match. The lineup. I was in the show opener promo. Then it was Kalisto vs Rusev. Then the middle card promo. Then Curtis Axel vs Tyson Kidd. Then middle card promo. Brody Tyson versus Kane. Middle card promo. One-on-one normal match. Red Shore versus Seth Rollins. Middle card promo. Baron Corbin vs Bo Dallas. AJ Styles vs Zack Ryder. Big Cass vs The Miz. And Finn Balor versus Cesaro. So, here we go, guys. And that's exactly what I was gonna do. So here we go. Monday Night Raw. We got down everybody tonight. So I'm just going to show you my show opener promo, and then I will stop the video here, as it is getting a little bit too long. And I will do my match in the next video.
WWE action is coming up next. Looking at tonight's card, we really do have all hands on deck for this one. Singles match coming up next.
So I was in all of these, and then these were all the big matches.
Sure to not disappoint.
So guys, I'm going to end this video here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, hit the bell for notifications. Leave a comment on what you thought of this. I will definitely be doing more. Stay safe, stay awesome, have an awesome day, and I'll see you all in the next video of mine. Peace out, guys. Goodbye.